Hi, I want to talk about my paranormal channel, Spirits Night Silence. I'm not having a rant, I'm not having a go at any. Last videos was my home place, 5 minutes walk just down the road. Now, I would like to share something with you all. This folder is my paranormal folder, and I write the history. I go on the internet, I look to the place that I'm going, and I find the history of that particular place, and then I do the history, write it down, and then once I've written the history down, I find out then, is it haunted? Has anybody seen any paranormal, spiritual wise, what can't be explained or anything, any circumstances? And I write that down. Once I've done the history and found out all I need to know, what is there is supposed to be haunting, what people have said that they've witnessed, I sit down for a whole week, maybe a week and a half. It all depends how many pages that I have actually written down, and study it and read it and read it and read it until I know it's in my head. Once I know that I can actually do the video without having the folder in my hand, reading what's on the folder, because as far as I'm concerned, that is not being professional, that I can go somewhere, open up my folder and read what I've written. I want to be professional as much as I possibly can, and it takes me a very, very long time to learn what I've written, to put it on video. Now, when it comes to the night time, I do 5 hours, and sometimes in the evenings I do 6 hours videoing on the camera. After I finished, I come back. The next day I start downloading my video clips that I've done, half an hour on each video clip. I put on my laptop, and then I have the painstakingly task of going through 5 or 6 hours videoing that I've done on that night, to cut it all the way down to 15 minutes. Yes, I could make it longer than 15 minutes if I wanted, I think, if I'm right in saying, to put my telephone number down for them to extend 15 minutes more. But then I think to myself, well, if I have a lot of activity on my camera, or I've been quite a lot of places, like I did in Wales, then I would use 2 videos. The places that I've been. The reason why that my paranormal states Spirits Night Silence is just purely this. If my camera picks up spirits, if it's walking footsteps, if it's talking, whispering, a cough, somebody playing like you did here down in the Bishop's Barn, whatever my camera picks up, if I'm not hearing it, I'm not hearing it, and I hope that my camera has picked up something. So it could be spirit's night. If for any reason throughout that whole of the night I haven't heard nothing, my camera hasn't picked up anything whatsoever, then that is where the silence night comes into it. I am not trying to make out that what is there is not there. I am not going to try to say, like, I'm trying to prove or disprove. I am only purely there for my own ends meet, to find out if I or the camera can pick up some spiritual goings on. And if the camera doesn't and I don't hear nothing, well, if I don't hear nothing, the camera won't pick up. But if I'm not hearing, maybe the camera will. But I am stating here and now, it takes me a heck of a long time to do my paranormal videos. By the time I've gone to such a place to do the daytime, then come back, upload those onto my laptop, charge my batteries, make sure all my batteries is charged fully before I set off to do the night. And then, of course, you have my report. Now my report is just that, what I think, what happened that night. If whatever, or that happened, I'm going to say, yes, it is haunted. Or nothing happened that night, it's not haunted. But Mark, answering your question also, stating, why do paranormal people do ghost haunts at night and not during the space of the day? It is very simple. You can go out during the space of the day and you will come along people after people after people after people after people. You cannot do a paranormal ghost haunt when you got people walking past you every 2 seconds. It's impossible. So therefore you wait until everything is closed, and it is, for me, like I said, the silence of the night. That you might get a car or two, but if I get a car or two, I try to delete that part. But you do not get interrupted by people walking past. That is the reason why paranormal investigators does ghost hunting more at night. But it doesn't mean to say that ghosts only comes out at night time. Ghosts appear day and night. Some ghosts only appears during the space of the day because simple reason says if they get murdered at 2:15 in the afternoon, some spirits, they go over and over and over again. As soon as they've done that part, matter of seconds, they're back doing the same thing. They don't know they're doing it, but they do. They just keep going that way. And once they've done that spot, they go back in exactly the same. It's like a continuous circle. They are trapped in. Besides that, at night time as well, they are doing it because they don't know they're doing it. They don't know what time it happened, what time it is then. So therefore, it's just a complete circle going over and over and over again. How do the spirits contact you? If they're spirits, they cannot talk. If you hear me properly, I asked for the spirits to use my energy. If they use my energy, then they are transacting with me and I'm hearing. But I've done a bit of research, and research states that cameras is electrified. Now, you've got electric cables inside a camera. You've got your batteries in the camera. All the power is going into your batteries to work your camera. Spirits is attracted to electricity, and they feel that electricity is drawing them to the power source, and they are transcending on that camera to talk by the camera, because it's electricity, and then using all their togetherness just to come out with a few words. It could drain them, but who knows. But that is the reason why that sometimes when you hear a lot of static on my videos, that is when a spirit is trying to talk, to communicate with me, and not using my own energy. I hope now you understand a little bit more. By the time I start, by the time it's finished and I put it on YouTube, my videos, I spend 2 weeks from start to finish of doing my paranormal. So now I hope you understand what I go through doing what I do. And now what I do in the paranormal has taken over what I used to do when I went on holidays. You are now getting places that I'm going to, and you are getting the history, as hopefully during the space of the night I find something interesting in the paranormal activity on camera. Anyway, thanks for listening. God bless. Take care. Love you loads.